A marine engineer missing since his ship was attacked off Oman on Sunday has now been confirmed dead. Heram Kamarka is the second Indian seafarer to be killed in the Strait of Hormuz in the past 3 days. Crews are facing perilous voyages through the strait, all being stranded due to the resumption in the fighting. Stephen Cotton is the General Secretary of the International Transport Workers Federation. Stephen, we're preoccupied with the military story of both sides. What of ordinary mariners? What do crews face when they're stranded aboard ships in and around the Strait of Hormuz?
Well, the recent developments have enhanced the problem for seafarers. Obviously, we've been sitting in a state of confusion since the conflict started. Then when the MOU was signed, we were optimistic in partnership with the employers and the International Maritime Organization we'd find a way to get the seafarers out of the zone. What we've seen over the last week is the genuine targeting of maritime ships. And we need to say that seafarers are civilian workers, and it's totally unacceptable that they're being used as pawns in this process. For them and their emotions, it's been a real roller coaster. We're hearing more and more requests to be repatriated. And then, of course, the difficulty is if you repatriate seafarers, you need to get other seafarers to volunteer to fly to the Gulf and then join the ships. And with what we're seeing at the moment, there's some serious concerns on the behalf of seafarers.
I mean, that's surely going to be very difficult to persuade people to get on commercial vessels and sail into this now that the hostilities have restarted.
Well, as you can imagine, the majority of the seafarers come from the Philippines or Indians or Global South. So the challenge isn't just instantaneous. It takes some time to process, to fly them out. The feedback we're getting is seafarers are gravely concerned. We've also been working with the Indian and the Philippine government, who, of course, are extremely concerned about the well-being of their citizens. So at the moment, it's a bit of a catastrophe for the shipping industry and our seafarers.
Can you give us an idea of conditions these people are facing on board ship? I mean, particularly when they can't go anywhere, in terms of food supplies, clean water, medical supplies. How are they coping? What sort of conditions are they living in?
Well, the ships, as you can imagine, are on anchor, so that means they're not next to the port, which means we've been collaborating with the ship owners that we deal with and the Gulf states to make sure that there is ready supplies of clean water and food. But the situation over the last few months has been one of great monotony, supplemented when the warfare is taking over, that you're involved in a sort of a crossfire, both with the missiles coming in and also the defence mechanisms, which can knock them down and then potentially hit ships that are heavily laden with oil, civil aviation fuel, other challenges. So the stress is quite hard. The monotony of not really going anywhere, that's one of the strong feedbacks we've had from crew, that normally in the 3-month cycle, 4-month cycle, they will have been from one port to another. They've literally been manoeuvring ships to face weather, waves and those challenges. So it's a monotonous situation full of stress.
Stephen, thank you. Stephen Cotton, General Secretary of the International Transport Workers Federation.